Moving right along, we have another victory towards gun rights. All the victories towards gun rights that we've been having since the fucking 80s. Give me a fucking freedom boner.
Winning.
Yes, yes, it fucking does. California's weapons ban has been overturned. It has been ruled unconstitutional. Let's get into this. A judge who reversed California's assault weapons ban faces barrage of criticism. He did the right fucking thing, dude. You did the right fucking thing. One man's fucking freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. They think you're a fucking terrorist. You're a freedom fighter. Keep on doing it. Keep on trucking, bro. U.S. District Judge Roger sorry, I can't speak. Overturned the state's 3-decade-old assault weapons ban. How he shaped his arguments is incredibly problematic. One legal expert said, problematic? Yeah, he shaped his argument so good that you can't unfuck it. Ha ha ha! Winning!
Winning.
By Eric Ortiz, right? A federal judge whose ruling last week to strike down California's 3-decade-old assault weapons ban garnered swift backlashes, drawing more criticism as claims about COVID-19 vaccines, firearm injuries, and other subjects. As the state gears up to appeal U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez's decision Friday, which California Attorney General Rob Bonner dismissed as fundamentally flawed. It's not fundamentally flawed. It's fundamentally winning. You fucking. Oh, I fucking hate this communist trash. Fuck you guys. Legal experts say scrutiny of the case goes beyond why he concluded that the state's prohibition is unconstitutional to another level of concern how he shaped his argument. I think it is incredibly problematic when a federal judge quotes things that are factually incorrect because it hurts the integrity of the branch, said Jessica Levinson, a law professor of lawyer Marymount in Los Angeles, who is an MSNBC columnist. What is factually incorrect? Because you're an MSNBC columnist, so what you believe is probably what's factually incorrect. What did he fucking say? Bennett's ruled has grabbed attention for how he likened the AR-15 rifle, which has been wielded in some of the deadliest mass shootings in the U.S. in recent years, to a Swiss Army knife that could be used for both home and battle. That's true. That's fucking true. That's factually true, you fucking weak, paranoid pieces of crap. But tucked within his 94-page decision were other comparisons that critics said were inexplicable. I wonder what that was. He wrote that studies prove that the harm of an assault rifle being used in mass shootings is an infinitesimally rare event, adding more people have died from the COVID-19 vaccine than mass shootings in California. I mean, he is fucking telling you the truth. Most of what you call mass shootings are not fucking mass shootings because you keep changing the definition of mass shootings to fucking factor in every shooting as a fucking mass shooting, and you can lick my motherfucking balls. Benitez offered no citation for the claim, and his office did not immediately respond to requests to comment on Tuesday. An analysis by Newsweek of the last 80 mass shootings in the U.S. found that 26% involved the use of the AR-15 rifle. Like I just said, most of those weren't even fucking mass shootings. California has had more than a dozen mass shootings this year, the deadliest of them in May when a gunman killed 9 people at the San Jose Yard before dying by suicide. NBC News defines a mass shooting as a single incident involving 3 or more people who have been shot in public space. NBC News defines it. See, that's the problem. We each have too many different fucking definitions of what we think a fucking mass shooting is. So we can't have a fucking conversation because we're not on the same motherfucking level. And if we're not on the same motherfucking level, we can never motherfucking talk. I'm just fucking saying. California has more than a dozen mass shootings this year. Okay, we already read that news. Mass shootings have been a public place. Since 2017, more than 50 people in California have been killed in mass shootings, some of them during a rampage in March at the Orange County Business Complex, who left a 9-year-old dead, and at a crowded dance hall in 2018 in Thousand Oaks. Who kills fucking 9-year-old kids?
You
The Center of
suck.
Disease Control Prevention has said that while it has investigated nearly 4,900 reports nationwide of deaths among people who received COVID-19 vaccines from December 14th to May 24th, officials were unable to establish a causal link to the vaccine. They were unable to fucking deny a causal link to the vaccine as well. There have been extremely rare cases of potential life-threatening blood clots involving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which led to temporary pause of its use in August. April, sorry. Benedettini's ruling last week stems from a 2019 lawsuit filed by James Miller, a California resident and San Diego County gun owners, a political action committee, which alleged that the state's landmark assault weapons ban, the first of its kind in the country, established in 1989, violates the Second Amendment rights, and it fucking does. All gun laws are an infringement unless you have a constitutional convention changing what the Second Amendment says.
That's how winning is done.
And because it says shall not be infringed. So saying you can't fucking have a weapon for any reason is an infringement. In his decision, Benedetti also makes a point about firearm injuries by citing an emergency room physician testimony. He wrote that injuries from firearms like AR-15, which are banned as assault weapons, are no different from other firearms that are common and unlawful to own. And this is absolutely true. The experiences of trauma surgeons go. The AR-15 and like I believe it's a 203, but it's the most commonly used deer hunting rifle. They're the same fucking round, period. In the decision, Beto makes a point of firearms. Yes, the experience of trauma surgeons who have traveled victims of mass shootings involved military-style rifles have been documented in recent years, particularly after the shooting of a high school in Parkland, Florida in 2008 that left 17 people dead. The AR-15 is not a military-style weapon. It does not have the same capabilities of the M4 or M16. It just does not.
Winning? No.
Dr. Heath Shear, a radiologist in Broward County who treated victims of Parkland shooting and other incidents, wrote in The Atlantic about the differences in wounds from AR-15s and handguns. Handgun injuries to the liver are generally survivable unless the bullet hits the main blood supply to the liver, she wrote. An AR-15 bullet wound to the middle of the liver would cause so much bleeding that the patient would likely never make it to the trauma center to receive care. The constitutional law scholar Lawrence Tribe, a professional emeritus at Harvard Law School, said Bennett's assertions are utterly without factual foundation, and that's actually bullshit. They are factual. They are irresponsible in the extreme weather as described as purported facts or repackaged as opinions. Tribe said in his email his entire theory about which firearms are protected by the Second Amendment has no basis in the text, history, or judicial interpretation of the amendment. All firearms are protected by the fucking amendment. All firearms. It says bear arms. It doesn't say bear certain types of arms. It says bear arms. It shall not be infringed. NBC News, the Peacock, you a Marxist trash.
You suck.
The framing here is fucking garbage. Garbage. Amendment and swallows its own tail by making circular assertions that the weapon is common use at any given time are those protected by the amendment. Bennett's was that. Oh my god, I can't believe you're trying to tell me that certain weapons are not fucking protected by the goddamn amendment. I can't even read this anymore. All fucking weapons are fucking. All infringements are a violation of the Second Amendment. And this judge is right, and I'm glad they overturned this ban. This is a motherfucking win. I'm just fucking saying.